Herbalicious delicious. It's so simple but so true. Fresh herbs elevate food, especially if it's done all on the barbecue. It's all about the herbs. I'm making the most fragrant salmon steaks infused with rosemary oil and smoked on whiskey barrel planks. Then, pork tenderloin wrapped in prosciutto pancetta and a sage blanket. I like some potatoes with my meat, so I'm grilling up a potato and yam salad with a herby, creamy dressing. But first, I'm ready for a duel. Grab your sabers and let's spatchcock some lavender salted chickens, and I'm gonna paint them with a balsamic vinegar and truffle-infused mop. Spatchcock just means a bird that's been opened up and grilled. Okay, I'm gonna make a really cool seasoning salt. I call it a wine country rub. So it's fennel seeds, cinnamon, a touch of white pepper, anise seeds, very powerful stuff, but very delicious on grilled chicken. And the last thing going into this little salt rub is lavender. The smell of it is so cool. It's so fun to cook with this stuff. It smells like a spa a little bit. And these little buds contain a lot of natural oils and a lot of flavor, so a little goes a long way. You don't want it so it tastes like soap. You just want enough in there so you kind of go, hey, what is that? You're like, it's a lavender salt. Mind blowing. So a little bit of lavender in there, and then it's all about the salt, so a good pinch of salt. And to kind of play with all of the hot spices in there, the warmth, just a touch of sugar. Let her rip. That is very, very delicious. So the thing about the spatchcock is there's lots of skin, lots of surface area. Get it everywhere. You just want to go from a height, sprinkle it in, kind of rub it into the chicken. You want all of that flavor to go into the skin, season it all over. One last thing to get this ready for the barbecue. These are very sacred to me. My sabers! It's not a knife, it's a knife. Okay, anyway, to get these ready for the barbecue, I'm just gonna saber it. You wanna go crisscross so you can hold it and grill it. Oh my goodness, I'm 12 years old inside. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna send this spatchcock chicken into overdrive. That lavender rub is so delicious. I'm gonna make a basting sauce to kind of glaze onto it while it cooks. And mine's super simple. So honey, truffle oil, just a few drops, it's perfect. And then to round it all out, balsamic vinegar, which is great on chicken. All right, this is great. Chicken's ready to go, sauce is ready. I'm gonna clean up a little bit, and it's time for the grill. You don't need the barbecue ripping on all cylinders to cook this chicken. Medium-high heat, about 350, 400 degrees. There's some good surface area on that chicken, lots of skin, so you want to start cooking it kind of slow. Let that crispiness develop over time. A little bit of oil on the bird, a little bit of oil on the grill. Grab it by the sabers this way, and so when you flip it, you're free to fly. All right, so once you've done the first flip, this looks great. A lot of fat, a lot of surface area, a lot of great char marks. You can turn the barbecue down just a wee little bit and then start the glaze. The glaze has a lot of honey in it, a lot of balsamic vinegar, which when it cooks down gets sweet as well. So just take it and lightly brush it over. The smell of the lavender and the salt rub, the balsamic, the truffle, those are some pretty happy smells. Look at how beautiful that bird is. Everybody's had a barbecue chicken before, but this is just like a different lens on barbecue chicken. The spatchcock, the lavender, the truffle, and I mean, to celebrate it, I'm gonna garnish it with a little bouquet of herbs. Those fresh herbs in there, the lavender is so cool. When it lands on the table, you're gonna get a whiff of that like garden fresh lavender. And what a great way to cook chicken. Spatchcock, balsamic, truffle, the lavender salt. It's just so much fun. They're gonna love it. But it's actually super good with the truffle. Everybody, let's do a cheers. Cheers, guys. Woohoo! Cheers. Coming up next, I'm making the most fragrant salmon steaks infused with rosemary oil and smoked on whiskey barrel planks. Salmon on the barbecue, but this one has a smoky little twist. And one of my favorite herbs, rosemary. Summertime, barbecue, salmon, the Three Musketeers. So these are from the grocery store, and a couple of things to get them ready for a barbecue, which is actually pretty simple. Just run your finger over the flesh of the salmon, then if you feel a bone, take your clean pliers, just pull up like that. Pretty easy to spot them. Take your time here. It makes the eating of the salmon quite nice if you just get that tender flesh. So after all the pin bones are gone, I mean, look at this. This is a delicious piece of fish. It's got the fillet meat and it's even got the belly meat, but it can be a little flimsy on the grill. I like to tie it up. So for these long pieces, this is what I do. I just carve off a little piece of the belly. I put it back, and then you can just wrap it around, and it's gonna hold up really nicely on the grill. And to tie it up, here's a great little secret. Take your butcher twine and soak it in a bit of oil. It won't catch on fire on the barbecue, and this is a pro tip. Tie it up, get it really nice and tight. Yes, this is the best. This is barbecue ready. It's got the skin on, there's the backbone in it that gives it a little flavor. The belly's tucked up in there, you've got the filet meat, and the tying it makes it really easy to flip it on the grill. I'm gonna make an infused oil to brush all over the salmon when it cooks. And when I think of fish and I think of herbs, the obvious ones come to mind. Dill, chervil, tarragon, but rosemary. These little sprigs of wonder are super delicious, and they can go really good with fish. I know it's a big, intense flavor, but the salmon's got a unique flavor all on its own, but then mixed up with garlic and shallots and lemon, it's gonna be pretty good. Pretty simple to make a delicious infused oil. The longer it sits, the more rosemary flavor attacks the oil. There's fresh garlic in there, so keep it in your fridge, let it chill out, and this stuff gets really, really tasty. All right, I'm gonna take this salmon and ride it right into the sunset. You've heard of cedar plank salmon. I'm gonna do the same, but this is a piece of a whiskey barrel that's been soaked. It's gonna be perfect for the grill. If you don't have a whiskey barrel, just use cedar plank. Make sure you soak it in water and you're good to go. Gonna clean up, and I can't wait to put this all together. Sweet. Salmon steaks on the grill on whiskey barrel planks, not that bad. To get it prepped, I put the planks on first. They can heat up and they really start to smolder. All right, to get the salmon ready, keeping it super simple, just a nice little sprinkling of salt. There's a ton of flavor in that rosemary oil, and I'm gonna use it on the plank and on the salmon. So just get it on the bottom of the plank like that, and that's gonna soak into the wood. And as it smokes, it's gonna pick up kisses of garlic and rosemary and just kiss that salmon. Gonna have that rosemary flavor on the bottom with this smoke. Man, it's so cool. Such a fun way to cook the fish. Once the rosemary oil is on the bottom, you can just nestle the salmon steaks right on the plank. It's not a high heat sear. This is like a gentle, soft bake. And as the smoke kisses the salmon, it gently warms up in temperature and it gently cooks. That's how you get a very nice, soft salmon. All right, be patient. Turn the grill down a little bit. Let those barrel planks smolder, close the lid, and some magic is going to happen. It smells so great. This smells like my childhood, campfire and fish. The wood does such a good job of lightly kissing it with the most beautiful smoke, the rosemary oil, the crispy skin. This has absolute wow factor. Served on this plank, this is absolutely stunning fish. So good. How do you guys like everything? Yummy? Prosciutto wrapped pork injected with sage-infused orange juice is coming up next, and you're gonna love it. Sage and pork tenderloin, best friends. And it's super tender because it is a pork tenderloin, plus it's been injected with the flavor of that orange juice. And salty pork wrapped on the outside and the char from the barbecue, no brainer. The barbecue's best friend is probably pork, right? Summertime comes out, pork ribs, pork everything. I love it. This is a porkapalooza, and it's all featuring the pork tenderloin. It's the finest cut of pork when you're talking about tender meats. I'm gonna wrap it in prosciutto and pancetta. So a couple of differences here. This is pancetta, it's salt-cured belly. It's raw, so you have to cook it. But this is the salt-cured leg, prosciutto, that's hung for 10, 12, 18, 24 months. And you can eat it like that. But both of these combined, wrapped over the tender pork, is gonna be pretty delicious. So quite simple to make a little blanket. What I like to do is get a sheet of plastic wrap out, and then I'm gonna just lay down the pieces of pork overlapping each other and create a blanket. Then I'm gonna hit it with sage and wrap pork in it. So first step, make a nice even sheet of the pancetta and the prosciutto. So once the blanket's made, it's all about the herb, and this, my friend, is sage. It's so delicious, a very big, pungent herb. It's kind of citrusy. It goes really well with pork, and these leaves have so much flavor. Okay, so once the sage is on, then it's so salty, on with a nice clean piece of pork tenderloin, and this is how I like to wrap it. Plastic wrap in your hands. You just wanna roll that stuff over and then tuck it in. Yes, it's gonna be so good. And then I like to trap the sides like this, give it a nice twist. Look at that, that's gonna be so good on the barbecue. Nice char marks, nice and crispy. The flavor's not done. I'm gonna make an injection, a glaze, but I got a few more to wrap. I'm gonna make one sauce that's gonna do two things. It's gonna be an injection and a reduction. So injection of meat has been happening since the early 1900s, and it's a way to preserve and to add flavor. Apple's really good with pork, but orange is also super delicious. The pork tenderloin's pretty tender, so I'm not looking to tenderize it. I'm just looking to add some big, bold flavor. Honey, just because I love the flavor of it. And I'm gonna put white sugar in it because when I cook half of this down for the glazing reduction, this is gonna make it really nice and sticky. Any sauce on the barbecue is truly about balance. So where there's the sweet stuff, there's a bit of the sour stuff. Orange has good acidity, but so does apple cider vinegar. So lean into the vinegar a little bit, And then just to finish it, pork, fruit, and warm spices belong at a picnic together. So I'm gonna throw in some allspice. Not a lot, just a little. So the injection is gonna remain uncooked and cold to go on the inside of the pork. Then I'm just gonna add some heat to this, let it cook down. It's going to be the best syrup glazed on top of that crispy pork-covered tenderloin. They've been injecting meats forever, and it's a really great thing because you can get a lot of flavor on the outside, but by injecting, you can get a ton of flavor on the inside. So just use an injection needle and then just see it pop up like that. It's so good. I mean, it's a pork tenderloin. It's pretty tender, but you add a little bit of marinade in the middle. It's so delicious, and it keeps it really nice and juicy. So that's what I do. Just put the needle about to the middle, give it a little juice. You can watch it like puff up. And as it cooks, it's gonna keep the center of it so nice and juicy. Pork, fruit, delicious. I call this a high heat indirect. So full whack on the left side of the barbecue, and just on the right-hand side of the barbecue, it's off. What the purpose is I wanna put the pork down and tighten up all of that bacon and pancetta around it. And then once it tightens up, I'm gonna roll it onto the hot side so it gets really nice and crisp. Close the lid on the barbecue, let it work like an oven until that prosciutto and pancetta start to get a little crisp. Then I'm gonna glaze it and grill it. All right, this looks just so great. See what I mean? If you touch it, it's still medium rare, which is great. I'm gonna bring it up to medium and get the pork nice and crispy. Then it's time to get it on the hot side of the grill. That's a really great sound. So let that sit there, get a really nice sear. And the glaze, the orange spicy honey glaze. This is really great. It's cooked down. It's gonna be perfect. So there's orange in the middle, sage wrapped around, prosciutto, pancetta, pork tenderloin, flame kiss, perfect pork.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about. Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Hit it, boys.
This is perfect. A nice little glaze on top, good char marks. All right, but it's very important to get it off the grill. You want to give it a nice little rest, let all those juices just calm down inside, and I'm gonna slice it up. Looks so good. It's the juiciest pork in the game, and you get nice blushing pork. This is what I mean by blushing. Dun, 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 dun. The sage has oils in it, and it's just seeped through the pork. Crispy, salty prosciutto and pancetta on the outside. What more do you want? Pork tenderloin is so humble, but you treat it right, wrap it in good stuff, give it a good char, let it get flame kissed, it turns into something really special. And how good is a bite of that gonna be? I'm in love with everything about this. It's a beautiful cut of pork. It's got cured meat on the outside, tons of herbs, an injection, and a glaze, and a char. It's gonna make for some pretty good bites of food. And it just looks so good.
It feels good, man. It feels good, right? Yo, I'm in the light at the end of the tunnel. Paper stacks, yeah, I got them in a bundle. I said I would've made it, not a little puzzle. They said I would've taken it, I didn't go on. Get the bag, get it, never get it fumbled. In the jack, when we came up from the bottom. Through the cracks, and the light pour in.
My twist on a classic summer potato salad coming up next. Who doesn't love a good potato salad? My potato salad has everything you love about potato salad, but with a Spencer Watts twist. It's got grilled yams, fingerling potatoes, and the dressing is super simple. Let's do it! When it comes to potato salad, I'm all about the texture. Dice up some fresh celery and get some sharp red onion in there. I like to keep the dice small so there's a little bit in every bite. I like a garlicky kick to my potato salad, and I tie mine together with a combo of mayonnaise and sour cream. Hit it with a touch of grainy mustard and season it how you like. For me, it's a little bit of chili flakes for a nice kick. Some fresh lemon juice wakes up the whole dish and makes it taste light and bright. It's all about the herbs, baby. So fresh parsley is the herb of choice. I like the slight peppery taste, but you can use whatever makes you smile. The perfect potato for this salad is fingerlings. When they're parboiled, they're nice and fudgy. Then I parboil the yams till they're fork tender, drizzle them all in oil, season them, and get some char marks on it. Then toss it together in that classic potato style dressing. That's the potato salad secret. You gotta dress it when it's hot. The grilled potatoes add such a different style to the potato salad, but it's got that fun love and that same memory of grandma's potato salad. When you eat it, you're gonna know it. It's gonna be a little different, and it's super colorful, fun, and I know they're gonna like it.
OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW, OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW. Watch me walk away, putting myself on display. 1, 2, 3 a day. I'm on my way, on my way. I'ma have you on tiptoes, watching my time.
Adding fresh herbs to your food makes it better, especially if it's done on the barbecue. It's so simple, but so effective. Garden, grill, goodness. Happy grilling.
Good at what I do. I'm OMW, OMW.